Hi there. In this video, we're going to be talking about verifying solutions. Now, what we are being asked to do is to determine whether the ordered pair is a solution to the equation. Now, when I look at this ordered pair right here, 2 comma 1, what this means is that my x value is 2 and my y value is 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to substitute these values in to their respective spot in the equation. And we're going to do the math and determine whether we have a true statement. All right. So what I'm going to do, instead of writing y, I'm going to write what y was equal to. Y is equal to 1, so I'm going to put in a 1 here. And that's going to be equal to 2 times x squared. All right. Now, when I do x squared, I'm going to put in my 2. I'm going to put that in parentheses, and I'm going to square it. And so from here, we want to do the math. We want to evaluate this side and say, is that equal to 1? Is this a true statement? Okay, so we're going to get 1 is equal to 2 times. Now, if I take 2 squared, that's 2 times 2, which is 4. All right, so then what I want to do is say, is 1 equal to 2 times 4, which is 8. All right, is this true or false? All right. And is 1 equal to 8? No, that's false. So if we get a false statement, we'd want to write false, and then that means that there's not a solution. Okay, and that's what you're doing. When you have an equation, you're saying that two things are the same, and these things are different. So that's a false statement. All right, so this is not a solution. Let's look at another example. So in this example, you've got the point -2 comma -1, and we want to know, is this a solution to the equation r squared minus s equals 5, okay? And so again, when x and y are pretty easy to see, but when you don't have x and y, remember you want to go based off of the alphabet. R comes before s in the alphabet, so I would label this as r, and I would label this one as s. All right, and again, I'm just going to take these values and substitute them into their respective spot in that equation, do the math, and determine, do we have a true statement? All right, so r squared, and I'm going to do this. We're going to do -2 quantity squared. And I always use parentheses when I'm plugging these numbers in, regardless of whether they're negative or positive. It just kind of keeps things grouped together the way I need it to be grouped. All right. And then we're going to plug in -1 into s. Now we are subtracting that -1. Now I don't have to put this in parentheses. I kind of just do because that's just going to keep the signs and the values straight with me. All right. And then we want to know is, after we evaluate this and after we do all the math here, do we get positive 5 out of that? All right, so if I've got -2 quantity squared, that's -2 times -2. All right, so -2 times -2 minus a -1 is equal to 5. -2 times -2 is a positive 4. All right, now when you subtract a negative, you turn that into a positive. That becomes a positive 1. And is that equal to 5? And so if you evaluate that and do 4 plus 1, we get 5, and that is equal to 5. And so this is true. All right, we have to look at that statement and say, is this true or is this false? This is true because 5 is in fact equal to 5. Therefore, we would say that -2 comma -1 is a solution. Okay, and that's the idea, and that's what we want to look for. So 2 examples of how this works, of verifying solutions. All right, just plug your numbers into the equation, do the math, and then analyze your statement at the end. Is it true? Cool. Then it's a solution. If it's false, then no, it's not a solution, and that's what we want to do. So hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.